And I feel like life, you're always waiting for that chance to breathe, right? But it never comes. And one day you just like wake up and you realize like, holy crap, I'm old. Welcome back to another Girl Talk. Get ready with me. Let's chit chat. Let's talk about some things that are on my mind. Let's do our makeup together. I really need to wash this robe. I really hope that these videos are something like you put on while you're getting ready. Or, I don't know. I feel like it's more, it should be background noise. You don't really need to see what I'm doing. But one of you, I think it was, girl, let me find you. I'm pretty sure. Miss Christina. Hi. You asked for, one person, asked for the makeup routine that I wore in my Abercrombie video. And it's kind of different, so I figured I would tell you while we get ready and talk about some things I got on my mind. Sorry, my eye is still just like, it's better. My eyes are really red around the outside too. I don't know if you can notice. I started using a new eyelash serum, Babe Lash, and it doesn't matter what eyelash serum I use. Whenever I start a new one, I tend to just get a little red and irritated, but it is such as life. It is what it is. It kind of ceases, like after a little while, ceases. Yeah, ceases. Stops. It stops after a little while, so I just keep kind of holding out and seeing, and if it gets worse, then I'll stop, but it hasn't, like, it's not dry or flaky, it's just kind of red. It's not even irritated. Well, it's irritated, but it doesn't hurt. So, anywho, did my skincare and I went in with the Elta MD SPF on my face today. And then we're gonna get into it. I am getting ready because we have a tour for LA Fitness. Lifetime Fitness. We're thinking about getting the family package there, so we're gonna go tour it. See if it's worth the money. Go to my primer. All the products will be linked down below. But what else was I gonna say? I don't know. I feel like, honestly, I am kind of at this like weird moment, and I feel like I filmed one of these a while ago, or not a while ago. Back when I lived in Dallas, I filmed a Girl Talk where I was like, I'm just kind of like, what's next? What's coming next? Da 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 da. And I think the main reason I'm feeling that is because we signed another lease at this place and we're here for another year. And I don't think of that as a bad thing, but old Kelly just feels like she comes creeping in and she's like, what's next? What's next? Because we used to move like every year. Like every year. And so I'm kind of just like, and by we I mean me, I'm kind of just like still get caught up in that mindset of like, what's next? And I think it's, even though I'm very happy with where I'm at, like I wanted to stay here, it's not that at all. It's just kind of this weird feeling that kind of like comes creeping up that I associate like moving and doing something new with like success and the next step in my life and what I should be doing. So it's kind of like one of those things where I need to be like, shut up, old Kelly, like let me live my content, settled life in the suburbs with my family, you know? But she still always is just like, so I always try to find something new to channel that energy towards. And last year, or whenever I filmed that last video, it was gonna be trying something new, finding a new hobby. And then I realized like, I'm just not a super big like hobby sort of person. And it's not that I'm not, but I've been getting back into my walks and I really like that. I like the gym. That honestly is like a hobby to me. But I don't know. I just feel like I've got to find something new to channel that sort of energy into. And honestly, what I think I'm going to do, which seems like it would really scratch that itch. How many dark spots are you going to need to cover out today, Kelly? A mess. Is traveling. I feel like we've really not traveled a ton, and obviously a lot of it has to do with the, you know, virus that took over the world, and then having a baby and just trying to figure out, you know, like, are we going to travel with him and whatnot. And so I think a lot of that is like kind of alleviated now since we went to Mexico and had Arlo with us, and it was awesome. It was great, honestly. He was awesome and whatnot. I'm gonna let this just dry for a second. I feel like I have dog hair on my face. That's the most annoying feeling when you feel like you can't see what's like bothering you on your face and you put your makeup on. Annoying. I'm sure there are more annoying things, but it's annoying. I'm gonna let this dry so it covers up a little bit more. What was I gonna say? So I feel like just trying to plan more regular trips, not even that they have to be like out of the state, the country, anything, just planning more regular things to kind of have something to continue to look forward to and continue to just like feel like I'm not stagnant, I think we'll kind of scratch that itch, because I don't want to move every year. I don't know why old Kelly did either, but she did. She was crazy. My brother comes into town tonight. I'm so excited. It's another weird thing. Not weird. Me and my brother never got along growing up. We just chose different paths in our life, and if you had a sibling that you weren't super close to, now we're close, but if you had a sibling that you weren't super close to, do you find that like when new things happen in life, or like new stages, like, you know, having a baby or whatever, it's like you have to like how do I explain it? It's just kind of different because your relationship, like I'm his little sister, you know, like, and I'm now a mom, and it's like navigating that, like, I don't know, it's just a little different. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe you guys feel that same way. Especially because my brother just kind of does his own thing. He's like really into his career and does really well with it, but is not in the same stage of life as I am. And it can feel kind of just, not weird, just like different. Different is, I guess, the best way I can explain it. So, I'm excited to see him though, and I really do love, I love that we have a good relationship now. So I'm going in with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation with my Charlotte Tilbury, and I already concealed, and then I just put it right kind of like where I need some extra coverage. And then rub it in. Pat it in kind of. I'm gonna have to conceal some more, but I feel like that like one little base layer does a little bit at least. I basically just smacked my face. But yeah, I don't know if you can relate to just like having to not reintroduce myself or my new self to my brother, but like still maintain that sort of, I feel like I've changed a lot since becoming a mom, and that's just natural, right? I was carefree. I was not wild, but like kind of like I was carefree. Like I didn't have any sort of anything to like worry about or anyone to be responsible for. I just did my own thing. And I think that my personality and my tendencies have changed a lot since having a kid. And so it's always interesting to see, I think it's interesting to introduce that Kelly to my family now. Does that make sense? Did any of you go through that? Or am I just insanely weird? Maybe a friend who doesn't have a baby or isn't at the same stage, if you can't relate to your brother the same way you can. Is there a friend that like you felt like you had to like reintroduce yourself to them? I'm sure some of y'all can relate to that. I don't know. Just, or maybe you didn't change that much when you had a kid. I have something on my face that's driving me nuts. But I definitely did. And I think it's a good thing. Like, I love who I am. I'm just different. I'm still the same me, like, deep down, of course. But, like, I can't just, like, I don't know. I can't operate the same way I used to, right? But I like it. I think having a kid has softened me. And one of you all asked me if we plan to have more kids. And I think, honestly, we will in the future. Maybe just one more. Right now, at this point, we're, like, really in a good space. I think, since we knew each other, we didn't go through like a really long dating phase. We were both pretty older, or relatively older when we met each other, and we were kind of just like over the whole like thoughts of dating. And when we met each other, we were like, you're it for me, I'm it for you. And we like really truly wanted to have babies together. That like literally was our thought. We honestly didn't think it would happen as fast as it did, but it did. And we didn't really go through the whole big dating phase or anything like that. Like I moved here and then we did long distance for a little while. I moved here when I was pregnant or moved to Dallas when I was pregnant, and then the world shut down. So it kind of is just like us getting back to ourselves again, like getting back to ourselves. Like I felt like I wasn't myself for the first like year after having a kid, right? And then at least a year. And then getting back to like us as a couple again, I think can just be a little different to navigate. I think it's difficult to navigate, not even difficult to navigate. It's just different relearning your partner after a kid. And I think whether you've been together since like high school, college, whatever, and then you know, have a kid, things still change, and you're refiguring out your relationship, and what do date nights look like again, and what do friends look like, and all that stuff. It's just trying to figure all that out. And we've gotten to a point now where I feel like we're in a really good space, and we're coming back together again. Not that we weren't together, but just being able to spend more time together and becoming not just Arlo's parents, but becoming like us again. I hope that makes sense. But it's felt really good, and I feel like we don't want to necessarily we want to spend some time in this comfortable, good moment, and really soak in the fact that like being a parent is not easy, and it's hard. And you know, thankfully I say this till the end of the world, like Scott and I for the most part are on the same page with 99% of our like thoughts in raising a child, and that has been amazing. I think I've shared this before, but that is something that like even if you've been together forever, you don't know exactly. Or even for us, we weren't together forever, and we just got really, like, I don't know, when you know that that's your person, you truly know that that's your person. And I'm just so blessed that he's Arlo's dad. Like it's really good. It's really good. It's a great I don't know, it's just great. I'm very grateful for it. But I think it's just trying to figure out when it's the right time for us to like bring some more chaos in our life. And I feel like we really haven't had a chance to like fully breathe. And I feel like life, you're always waiting for that chance to breathe, right? But it never comes. Like, I don't know, like we met, got pregnant, got engaged, or COVID happened, got engaged, my mom passed away. I was grieving my mom I'm still grieving my mom for a really long time. I'll never stop. But that was really hard and really hit me. And then I went through some really dark moments. Like seriously, you know, I'm in therapy, and, you know, I was diagnosed with depression. Like I was dealing with a lot. And I think that, you know, it's okay to just want to live in the moment where I'm at, even though I started this video being like, I'm ready for the next. I don't know, maybe when things get comfortable, I try to create chaos for myself in some weird way I don't know what it is. I'm nuts, but anywho, yeah, so all that happened, and then we moved here, and it's just like everything's just kind of been like go, 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 go. And I'm trying to be the best mom I can be, and the most supportive partner to Scott when he's, you know, for him to start this new job and us to move across the country. And I don't know, it's all just been really kind of a whirlwind of a relationship. And I think we're really just fully enjoying this season of life that we're in right now, where we can kind of breathe, and Arlo's kind of more independent, like he's potty trained for, you know, the most part, and it feels good. So yeah, does that make any sense? Probably not. Okay, so basically for my makeup, I did my primer, my concealer, went in my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter, didn't set that, and then mixed it in with this, buffed it in, and then patted it with a beauty blender, and then I just went in with the Flawless filter again and just put it like basically where I would highlight, so on my cheekbones and then down the bridge of my nose, and then go in and set my face with powder, the Kosas powder. This powder doesn't look like powder at all. It is so pretty. If you hate powder, but also hate sticky foundation, like you feel like it never sets on your skin, try this out. It really is like, I almost definitely purchase this again. I feel like, speaking of makeup, I'm gonna finally come to terms with the fact that I don't use 99.99999% of the makeup that's in this thing from when I was working at, sorry Winnie, I didn't mean to wake you up. She just woke up, she's like, girl, what are you doing? I don't use any of the makeup that's in here. And I feel really guilty throwing it away, but it's expired. It's just time to part ways. So I am literally gonna throw away all of the makeup and stuff that's in here. Not all of it, 99% of it though. So I'll film a video going through it and like finally biting the bullet. I feel like I'm kind of a hoarder in that sense. Sorry, I hate that my email is like, ugh. Anyway, after I set it with powder, I do go in with these two finishing powders from Hourglass. This palette is literally everything. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. And I literally just set this basically in the center of my face. I don't think it does a ton, but in case you're wondering, I do think it adds glow. So that. Am I crazy? I'm crazy. What you gonna do about it? So yeah, we're here for at least another year. Scott has made it very, very, very clear that he wants to move back to Dallas, and I completely understand, and I to an extent really do as well, because I do miss like Arlo having like his granny and his grandpa closer by, and I do miss that, but I do really like it here. I love the seasons. Yeah, I don't know. I think this next year, like our goal with joining this Lifetime fitness thing, am I bronzed? I'm bronzed. Is, what do I munch my neck? I do in real life, I swear you guys. Our goal with that is just, this is the year of us like making more friends. It's hard to make friends when you get older, like really hard. And it's also just hard. It's hard. And so we're really hoping that this LA Lifetime, God, help if I could say the name, will be like a good place for us to meet other families, and like they have the pool and stuff. So we're hoping to be able to like create more of a network here. I think that's the biggest thing that Scott's for sure missing. I feel like for me, I've become like this weird loner, but not really, because I feel like I have you guys. Like I don't feel ever alone because like I have you guys. Like I can talk to you. I talk to you all day. I don't know. Scott's always like, I feel like you work by yourself and you don't have human interaction. I'm like, I don't feel that way. I feel like I talk to the camera all the time, and I mean, no one responds back to me. So maybe I am just a weird loner. But I don't know. I kind of really love it, and I don't feel alone if I have my camera. Yeah, I'm a dork. I don't care. I really don't care. But I do think that that's a huge thing that we're missing. And I mean, I would love to have a better friend community here. Like we have Neilani and Steve, and they're great. I really do love them. But we would like, you know, you don't just want one friend in your life, right? So we're hoping that Lifetime will kind of open up a door of maybe some more families in this area with kids. Hang out by the pool. I mean, not necessarily with kids, but it would be nice. So yeah, that's kind of where I think the biggest thing we're missing is finding like our community here. It's for sure the biggest thing that Scott is missing. Wow, I never realized how saggy this eyelid is. I mean, both my eyelids are saggy. Oh gosh. One day you just like wake up and you realize like, holy crap, I'm old. So yeah, that's the goal of this year, is to really focus on community. It's hard to do your makeup and talk sometimes. So hopefully we build some community and make it, you know, feel more like home and whatnot. And then we'll see what happens in the future. I would imagine we'll move back to Dallas, but I'm currently in no rush, and like I said, we signed another year lease, so we'll definitely be here for at least another year. And I am very okay with that because in reality, I don't want to move. But some things, I trimmed my eyebrows like way too much. I like cut the tops of them off because they were getting long. This one now looks just like, whoa, is that real life? Do I look that weird? No, it's because I always raise this eyebrow. Anywho, bronzer, blush, everything's on. Eyes are done. So that's all I did for face. I think that's like mainly the thing that you were asking about. So it's the light reflecting foundation, Charlotte Tilbury, and that Hourglass palette, which I don't know if you can still get that Hourglass palette, but if you can, it's so freaking good. And then I do add my little thing, this color at the bottom. Just kind of stamping it and brushing it. If you have little kids, when did you start putting them in like group sports things in the summer? Our little B3 this summer, I wish I turned off my email, it's driving me nuts. Our little B3 this summer, and I'm wondering if I should like enroll him in like soccer or karate or something. Let me know. I think he's definitely like has a lot of energy and really enjoys sports. So I want to get him enrolled in something. I don't want to go too soon where he's like not ready for it, doesn't have the listening skills quite down, because we're really working on that. He went down this morning. He's like not eating a lot of dinner, and so every morning he wakes up and he's like hungry, like at 6 o'clock when he wakes up. And so he comes into bed and then he's like, I'm going to get breakfast. And I'm like, no sir, you're not. He's like, I'm just gonna go get a banana. And I'm like, okay. And then he comes up with Girl Scout cookies. Sir, that was not a banana. I've been loving this stuff, this e.l.f. brow thing. Oh, well, what I was getting at, I swear, I'm like not this maybe I'm this scatterbrained in real life. But what I was getting at is we're going to Florida for Isla's birthday. We're not throwing like a birthday party with friends this year, like a traditional one. We're going to Florida to visit my dad, which I'm excited. I've not been back to Florida in many a moons. Whoa, that one's looking a little bit crazy. I mean, some of y'all rock it like this. I just can't take myself seriously. If you ever want to know how you really look, just ask your brother if he's honest. My brother is super honest, so I'm sure he's gonna be like, what's wrong with your eyebrows? Like, I remember when I would wear winged eyeliner and he'd be like, why do you look like Amy Winehouse? And I'm like, you're not wrong, but I used to say ask my toddler, but my toddler is this yesterday or 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't remember. I went and bought flowers at Trader Joe's and I like put a bouquet on the dining room table. And I was upstairs when he got home from school and he like comes all the way upstairs. He's like, oh my God, mommy, those flowers are so beautiful. And I'm just like, sweet boy, I never knew how much I needed you. Literally, you are so freaking sweet. Oh, I'm almost out of this. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. I do about 3 squirts of that, which I feel like helps illuminate the face. And that's that. Let's curl our eyelashes. I feel like I never do this step. Kind of just hurts. I don't know. I never noticed that big of a difference, but I need to get rid of some of the mascaras that are in my freaking collection. Like, this one is for sure dried out and done. This one I'm so mad. I wish I returned this because it's terrible, the Rare Beauty. I just don't like it that much. Telescopic's really good. And then this one's okay, but it's just a little like, a little clumpy on me. It reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. This is still my fave. The Maybelline Lush Sensation. It's just the perfect amount of like volume and length. Remember when people back in the old school like YouTube days would do like mascara routines? I feel like I remember some people using like a blow dryer on their eyelashes. I also feel like mascara, the whole like how many coats you have on your lashes is very like up in the air, because like technically I've only dipped it in one time, but I spend like a good minute brushing it through, and most definitely it's not just one coat, you know. So I always found that like funny when people are like, it's only one coat, and it's like, girl, it's like 40, you just dipped it in once. She's on, she's done. My obsession with these Yummy glosses from CoverGirl is like unhealthy. They're so good. If you've not tried these, you need to. This is just a clear one, but that's it. So makeup look, I have to get this mascara off the top lid, but we gotta wait for her to dry so we can just get in there and crick it off. Crick it off. The words that I come up with sometimes. Okay, that is it. That's my little girl talk. I always freaking love making these videos. It feels like I'm FaceTiming a friend while getting ready. So please, next time you need to get ready, pop on one of my girl talks. I hope you just find something small that resonates with you, whether it be stuff I talk about my momhood, stuff I talk about with my eyeball itches, the random things that come out of my mouth, who knows? But I love you guys always, and I will see you all in my next video.